Art versus science. Science versus art. Art versus science. What am I talking about this for? I am a fat fuck in a $40 chair from Goodwill in my messy fucking room full of dirty clothes and broken dreams. I'm not well bred. I'm not that well read. Why am I talking about something that is so far beyond my grasp that it shouldn't even be exiting my lips? I should be talking about cheese fondue or something that I know something about. But no, I'm talking about art versus science. I'm talking about the subjective truth versus the pursuit of some objective truth. And increasingly, science feels like it's got a grip on that subjective element of our lives. It feels like it can turn the subjective into the objective. You see this in Sam Harris's, Moral Landscape, which I have not read, so haven't read it. Ignorant fucking statement. Dumbass motherfucker doesn't know what he's talking about. Fair warning. Haven't read it, but you see it with Dawkins encroaching on the areas that used to be open for religion, and Dawkins even wrote a book about this, Unweaving the Rainbow. It's one of his lesser known books. Probably his only book that isn't really well known, actually. I always bring it up in conversation, and even to Dawkins fans, they're like, what the fuck is Unweaving the Rainbow? Well, Unweaving the Rainbow is a book about how science does not take away from the beauty of, art and nature and, blah, blah, blah. In other words, knowing what a rainbow is doesn't make the rainbow any less beautiful. It's a way of, it's kind of like, let's make a treaty, let's make a pact, let's art get along with science get along with art. The world can be beautiful and we can still understand it, and everyone can just get the fuck along. But more and more we start to see the problem with that, because science how do I fucking say this without sounding like a dumb shit? Maybe I can't. Maybe this is just a dumb shit statement, and I just need to stop worrying about sounding stupid and just fucking say it. But I don't know how. I don't really know the right words. I'm not so sure of my fucking self here. But I gotta go out on a limb, right? I gotta go on a limb so Wile E. Coyote can fucking cut the limb off, but then instead of the limb falling, the whole tree falls. Because fuck physics. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Fuck physics. Fuck science. Fuck objectivity. Fuck knowledge. Yeah, that sounds dumb. Why am I doing this? Okay, not fuck it. Just compartmentalize. It has its place. And that place is, hey, it's time to make a rational, informed decision. Better flip the rationality switch. Better flip the logic switch. Better look at the facts and be very serious-minded. But then there's this other part of our lives where, hey, isn't that sunset fucking beautiful? Fuck sunsets. Isn't that naked girl fucking beautiful? Yes, she is. Why is she beautiful? There's a science behind that. There's pheromones, and there's, evolution, evolutionary psychology. There's sociobiology. There's reasons. There's stuff going on. There's fucking chemicals firing around here. There's fucking chemicals being secreted throughout your fucking body. And it's telling your dick, we want to be inside that. There's science. And you know what? Even if you understand that science, you still want to fuck that girl. It doesn't take anything away from it. But hey, the point is, though, the science of it isn't the thing in and of itself. The explanation is not the thing, and that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. The explanation is not the explained. Wow, I figured out how to say it. There we go. See? That's why sometimes it's good to get in front of a camera and just blather on like an idiot, because eventually you stumble upon the little nugget of brilliance, if I'm going to flatter myself, that you were looking for to begin with. The explanation is not the explained. It's like, we're gonna fucking figure out consciousness. That's the big thing. Everyone's trying to figure out consciousness, and there's a few different theories out there. I don't know what they are because I'm a dumb shit. But Galen, my friend who's really into neuroscience, assures me that there's all kinds of different theories about where the fuck consciousness comes from, and he has his fucking horse in the race, and that's fine and whatever. I don't care. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck where it comes from. Don't care. Just don't give a fuck. Maybe I should. I probably should. Yeah, I probably should. I probably should be very invested, but I'm just not. Okay? And maybe if I read into it, I would be. Don't fucking know. But for the moment, sitting here in my fucking chair, I care much more about fucking food and pornography because I'm just a fat hedonistic bastard who occasionally has a stray thought just, flicker into his brain, like, hey, maybe this, and then I have to get on camera and fucking talk it out so that I can go back, get on with my life. Okay, we're trying to understand consciousness. We don't understand it. We're trying to. There's various theories. But the problem is, scientists are going to figure it out because we're smart. Well, we're not smart, but we're persistent. We're a persistent species, and some of us are kind of smart, so we're probably eventually going to figure out where the fuck consciousness comes from and how it works. But our problem is, in our hubris, we're going to think that because we've explained it, we understand it. But it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing to know how an engine works. To be the greatest fucking mechanic ever. And to build it and to see all the components and to totally understand why it creates propulsion. And to think that that explanation is propulsion. To think that that is movement. To think that that is the process of going from one place in physical reality to another. Movement, motion. It's not the same thing. Because that's all... It's not even subjective. It's really just beyond us. There is no understanding of the it. There is only an understanding of the pixels. I don't know. See, I'm losing it again. It's hard to fucking explain this shit. I wish I was smarter, then I'd be able to. Maybe someone else out there sees what I'm saying, and they can either fucking give me a spanking and set me straight, or they can, take what I just said and build onto it and explain why I'm not an idiot. Either way is fine with me.